And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of our home, we have our Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing his new team, Team Virtus Pro. It is Classic. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Coming into this, MaxPax still comes in as the heavy favorite. We have seen players like Hero have more dominant performances in recent times in these PvPs, but we have seen less of Classic. We've been seeing a little bit less of Classic as of late, so I'm curious to see how he does approach this. We just see MaxPax getting ready for his own economic opener, going for the low ground wall off here with the with the gateway with the cyber core into Stargate, into expansion. Our eyes are going to be on Classic. Ooh, 2-gate opener. So Classic, he has the option to 1-base all in. 2-gate opener at a Classic. We'll see if he does commit to aggression. Otherwise, he could skip a wave of units and go for a faster expansion and try to keep up economically with his opponent. We'll see. Classic, he does have options. Meanwhile, MaxPax, oh, that is a gate expand. This is the greediest build you can go for here. That is a Nexus before the Stargate, before the Cyber Core. So Hyper Greed out of MaxPax. Classic is going for the proxy. Now, Classic, he hasn't even scouted. He doesn't even know just how greedy MaxPax is being, but a 1-base all-in here would be ideal. Here against MaxPax. Here we go, as this is best case scenario for Classic, especially if this is a proxy robo. Yep, there it is, proxy robo, 1-base all in. So Classic, he commits to the 1-base all in. As a reminder here, again, the Cyber Core is delayed, the Stargate is delayed, the Void Ray is going to be delayed as well for MaxPax. Now MaxPax does probe scout. He is aware that the pylon is missing. He knows that the pylon is nowhere to be found. Now, for all he knows, it could be a fake proxy pylon or it could be a real proxy pylon. He is yet to determine. MaxPax, he's on patrol. He will scout. Looks like he should confirm what's going on. Oh no, never mind. I thought he might barely get within range, and oh, he does see. Okay, whew. Actually, this specific cliff face, yeah. MaxPax, he does spot the pylon. This is not a full wall here, so there was no side blocker. He does spot the pylon. He confirms. He knows what's going on. Shield battery on the way. But yeah, I mean, that is a little feature here when it comes to this map, is that due to the high ground, due to the terrain, you do spot the pylon from the high ground here. Void Ray's in production. Void Ray first, not Oracle. Shield battery's done. And we have our 3-gate setup behind this. We'll see if Classic can pull this off. Prism into Immortals. Let's go. Third time today I've logged in and you've been casting/streaming back. Rest time after the PvP? Yes. Veg and then more casting. Yes, always. It's going to be in how many hours time? In 8 hours. I want to say in 8 hours time from this message, we should be live with Code for Giants Cup. I think maybe 8.5 hours. Yeah, 8.5 hours time is Code for Giants Cup. That is our bi-weekly Brazilian tournament. So should be up for that. Should be. I will say for now though that I'm very fatigued, so I might, if I sleep in, then you'll know that it's because I've fallen into the bed and I cannot get up. I should be okay, but yeah, I've been very fatigued. As we are pushing forward, so far again 2 shield batteries, Void Rays, they hold their own, and the ramp is secure. MaxPax, he's holding. We have a 3rd Void Ray on the way, just now popping out. Does pop. Nice Classic poking in. Getting quite a nice star stepping here out of Classic. Oh my god, takes down the gateway. Gateway does fall. Again, nice control. Going for the Cyber Core. Nice force fields, but last the Prism will pick up, will save the units. Classic preserving his army. Does Preserve, bearing in mind he did not make an Immortal. He never made an Immortal, just pure Stalker. Over 3 gateways. Oh, but he gets killed out. Yeah, 1 Stalker goes down, massive pick off. Cybercore gets sniped. Sentry falls as well. Bit of miscontrol there from Classic. And he's lost how many so far? Classic has lost 1 Stalker and 1 Sentry. Did I say 1? Losing 2 Stalkers. 3, 4 Stalkers going down. Yeah, that was not it. That was not it. Classic here extends, bleeds out a lot of his army. Now, my big concern, we just saw all 3 prismatic alignments. MaxPax did spend all 3 prismatic alignments there. A little bit trigger happy. He has 1 prismatic alignment left on the fresh Void Ray. Stalkers, they can 2-shot. They can 2-shot the army. Alas, being forced back. There's that prismatic alignment. That's just warping it in the face here of MaxPax. Gets 1 Void Ray. But he's running out of steam. He's running out of Stalkers. He only gets the 1. The other 3, they stand strong. And MaxPax, he holds. He holds. He defends. No more Stalkers. Nothing left. GG gets called. And MaxPax, he will take game number 1. Whew. GG. GG well played. Again, just very fortunate scouting from MaxPax. He was able to find the first pylon, the first proxy. As a result, he was able to immediately make the Void Ray. Remember, usually, how does MaxPax open up here? He usually opens up Oracle first. Usually it's Oracle first into delayed Void Rays. Here, because he scouted what was going on, did go for the Void Ray first instead. Good call. I do want to give some praise to Classic because he had some very nice control throughout a lot of that all-in, but we saw towards the end he did have a bit of a lapse in control, and that's where he started bleeding out Stalker after Stalker after Stalker. Up until a certain point, it was very crisp, but then things got out of hand and everything just snowballed in favor of MaxPax. GG. GG well played. With that, MaxPax takes the lead, and now we're jumping into game 2, getting ready here for that second game. We'll see if Classic can recover. We'll see. Good to hear. Maybe this will be the Cheese Fest / shorter series. I do think so. I do think this is going to be a shorter one. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm here for it. I'm here for it regardless of the length. Oh god, never mind. As we go from polar opposites here. Game 1 was on the smallest map in the tournament map pool, and now we load into the largest map. Up next, we are loading into Starchild. Oh boy. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Starchild, we have the Danish Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing his new team, Virtus Pro. It is Classic. Trigger 3-0'd him in the Wardy event with War Prism. Needs to tighten up his defense. I would counter that by saying that Trigger, if you've been watching his games, and I'm assuming that I casted that event, Trigger, he has some of the best control out there. Like, if you've seen Trigger go through his War Prism, like, proxy robo all-ins, again, we were praising Classic earlier, but like Trigger, he has some insane micros, some insane control when it comes to like preserving units. When it comes to preserving units and pulling off that all in. So I would give more credit to Trigger there than anything. But for sure, like again, MaxPax was able to react and respond very well to the initial proxy of Classic. Once again, 2 gate opener out of Classic. Meanwhile, we have a gate Cybercore opener out of MaxPax. And Classic, does he go for another proxy? Does he go for another 1 base all in? My eyes are on this probe. Where are we headed? Where are we going? Now, based on this location, this could just be a proxy Stargate, as this is close by air. So it's close by air, so this looks like a proxy Stargate, looks like a more standard, more macro opener here out of Classic. Assuming it's a Stargate, not a robo. We'll see. As we do scout at MaxPax, he's fully aware that the pylon is missing. And there it is. Oh, Stargate opener out of MaxPax. And proxy robo from Classic. Never mind, 1 base all in. Let's go. So one base all in at a classic. Again, based on his performance last game, I do think that he had definitely a good opportunity to pull that off. Unfortunately, he got scattered early on, and again, we did see a bit of a lapse in control from classic towards the tail end of the all in. Meanwhile, MaxPax, no shot, he's scatting. He makes a beeline for it. MaxPax, he scouts, he confirms, he is aware of the robo. Behind this, we should be seeing a Void Ray. Should we just be Void Ray first here out of MaxPax? As the Stargate is done. Commits to the Oracle. Okay, last game we saw the Void Ray first, this time still going for the Oracle. This is a little bit more risky here, but confidence exuding here from MaxPax. As he does shut down the initial adepts. Both adepts going to be going down. Oracle across the map. And we'll see if he can catch Classic off guard. Now, this Oracle should force defensive warp-ins, and it should force some supply to be kept at home for Classic. Meanwhile, the Prism is on the way. Oracle moves out. Does zoom across the map. Oh, hello, Classic. As Classic, he got a pilot into the main base. Here we go, Classic dropping into the main as well. Already going for the mineral line. Void Rays in production. And does reinforce into the face here of his opponent. At the same time, Stasis, Oracle does pop up. Gets 5 probe kills. Void Ray under fire. The last shield battery is barely within range. Does hold on, does survive. Stalker gets started down, nice control. Now there's a second shield battery. As Classic does kite back. Oh, one Stalker finally goes down. And the Prism as well. And he's going to shut down the all-in. Prism goes down, denies the warp in, and MaxPax he holds. He does hold on. We had some very nice control there at a Classic, but regardless, GG, well played. MaxPax he does survive, does hold, and MaxPax takes a 2-0 lead. GG. GG, well played. Again, if it wasn't for that second shield battery at the natural, MaxPax, he was about to lose that Void Ray. It was insane how well Classic was controlling the first couple of Stalkers, but as we saw, shield battery did finish up just in time. Void Ray survived, and with that, Classic, he lost everything in the main, and that leads us into Game 3. We're on match point. And we'll see what map we load into. So far, every game that Classic has gone for a proxy and gone for an all-in like that, MaxPax has been able to scout. He's been able to scout, confirm, and react ahead of time. We'll see if that trend continues coming into Game 3. Ooh, as we load into Amygdala. Okay, another one of these larger maps. Based on the performances so far, I don't think Classic wants to play out a standard game. We'll see. As spawning in the top right hand corner here of Amygdala, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Psystorm Gaming, leading the series 2-0, one game away from winning it all. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the Red Protoss player from Atlanta, South Korea, representing Team Virtus Pro. It is a Classic. Go. So we are going to be opening up. We're calming things down. And this time, the probes are back at home. Classic, he does not have anything out on the map. He doesn't even go for a probe scout, bear that in mind. So Classic is going for a much more standard opener. There is no proxy, there is no one base all in. And MaxPax will confirm. Go. Probe does step in. Does move in. It's going to be a 2-gate opener here at the Classic. A 2-gate opener into the Cybercore. We see Classic going for a later probe scout instead. Oh, never mind. I thought it was going to be a probe scout. No. Here we go. We're going for the proxy. We're going for the robo. We're going for the one base all in. Third time's a charm. As MaxPax has his own setup here on the high ground. So gate into Cybercore into expansion. Or I should say into Stargate, followed by the Nexus. Cybercore is done. Show us what you got. Show us the Robo. It's classic. Yeah, there it is. Robo is thrown down. One base all in. Now, what I will say, both in game 1 and in game 2, first things first, in every game in this series so far, MaxPax has scouted the proxy ahead of time. That has given MaxPax the wherewithal to be able to set up and to be able to defend and to be able to shut it down. In all 3 games, I've been very impressed with the control of Classic. His ability to preserve his units, his ability to micro forward, micro back, in both games. In the end, though, it was not enough to really carry him through that. Again, MaxPax, he was able to punish Classic in game 1 and in game 2 as well. This time, MaxPax, he will not scout this. This time, he does not confirm the proxy. For all he knows, there could just be a fake pylon out on the map instead. So this is kind of the best that we've seen so far at a Classic, just because it's been unscouted. As the Prism is on the way, we have 2 gateways at home and 1 across the map. So 3 gateways here from Classic. Every game so far, Classic has only gone for a War Prism. He has not actually made Immortals. Proxy Immortal has not been the go-to for Classic. It has just been Prism into gateway units, into an earlier push, as otherwise he'd have to wait for the Immortal. And here we go, the Prism is out, already going straight for the main. Again, this does hit early. The Shield Battery is almost done. Warrior is on the way. Warrior is in production. Going for the Shield Battery. Shield Battery is going to be targeted down. And the Shield Battery will fall. Nice pickup. It does target me while the probes, they do shut down one of the Stalkers. Oh my god. Nice control. Saves the Stalker just barely. But the army is just so low. So low on HP. Classic doesn't lose anything yet. Across the map, the Oracle to get 4 probes. Sorry, 3. 3 workers went down. Again, Classic, he hasn't lost a single Stalker yet. The army is low. Backup Shield Batteries on the way. Army gets spotted. Forward rate. Oh! Hitting with the army. Classic forcing his way in. The boys being pulled once again. Boys are being pulled. The Shield Battery does survive. And will support the Void Rays just in time. And Max actually holds. Yeah, he does hold. Yeah, strong moment here. Shield Battery does provide so much support. That was finally 1 Stalker going down. Did I say 1? Losing so many actually. 6 Stalkers falling. I mean, again, we spoke about how low HP they were, and now they've all gone down. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. It's just getting better and better. Oracle gets deflected. Basically, the goal for Classic, the win condition was to try to break the main base without that Shield Battery, because he focused down ahead of time. But once it finished, I mean, that was a hold. Once the Shield Battery was rebuilt, that was a hold then and there. If MaxPax had delayed that Shield Battery, then maybe then maybe Classic wins. But MaxPax was so on top of that Shield Battery, didn't rebuild it. Speaking of, we have 4 Shield Batteries here on the low ground. 4th one is on the way. Classic up to 11 Stalkers. Getting up to 13. Likewise, 4 Void Rays here from Classic. Sorry, from MaxPax. Activates his back alignment. Punishes the Stalkers. Oh! Gets another. Gets 1, gets 2. Running out of steam. Losing another Stalker. Losing another Stalker. And another. He's too far away. The Prism cannot support. Takes down some of the Void Rays. That was what, 2? That was 2 Void Rays going down. But another comes in to reinforce. And Stalkers are still getting picked up here. And Classic is just out of steam. He's running out of steam, running out of army, running out of Stalkers. Let's poke in. Nexus has been taking a lot of hits, a lot of shots. bit of a premature prismatic alignment. Does run away. Does zone. Another Void Ray has arrived. Still dancing with the army. Oh, and he commits. Does commit. Takes out one. Takes out one Void Ray. Oh god. Not worth it though. Not worth it. Nowhere near. Yeah, the Stalkers, they crumble one after the other. Down to 4 Stalkers. GG gets called. MaxPax, he will hold, and MaxPax, he will take the series 3-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. It's been a long time since we've seen MaxPax up against pure one-base all-ins. This was more of the meta and more of the style that we saw last year and the year before that, and the year before that as well. In recent times, this is more of a rare sight. We've seen time and time again a lot of the other top-tier Protoss players approach MaxPax in a different way. I'm referring to Showtime, Skillus, Hero, Trigger, even Zaun. A lot of them do go for these more economic builds, even Creator as well. It's more of a rare sight to see these committed one-base all-ins, just because we've kind of moved past that in the meta of PvP. Classic, he goes back to it, and there was definitely some strength there. Definitely, as I mentioned before, like there were definitely strong moments when it comes to his micro, when it comes to his control, but alas, in the end, it did feel quite, it did feel like each time Classic was on a timer, where Classic, he was trying to end things as quickly as possible early on. We spoke earlier about how here, at least in this most recent game, he was going for the shield battery. He did target it down. He was controlling really well, and his goal was to try to break the Void Rays before the shield battery was rebuilt, but he wasn't quite able to, right? He barely didn't snipe that Void Ray. Shield battery finished up just in time, and with that, MaxPax, he held. Did hold on. GG, well played. With that, let's catch up on the bracket itself, and let's catch up on the rest of the next broadcast. Here we go. From the top, we have Hero. Hero took down Zaun 3-1. That was a solid series. I mean, I'm still shocked by game 2. If you missed out on the series, I recommend it. Game 2 between Hero and Zaun on Killer's Mile was crazy. Like, I can't believe that Hero won that game. Like, that was like, that was insane. An insane comeback. So I do recommend the VODs for that series. Likewise, Rogue versus Clem. I mentioned this before. With Clem, he was uncharacteristically passive, or yeah, I think I would go as far as say passive here. We didn't see the expected more aggressive builds that we're used to seeing from Clem. At most he went 362-on-1, but outside of that he was going for more economic openers, and Rogue was a lot more comfortable in that series, and we saw that once Rogue got comfortable, once he was able to embrace lurker tech, that he did pull Clem apart. So impressive performance there by Rogue, and alas, not the aggressive Clem that we're used to seeing in this matchup. With that leads us into our next series, Solar versus Bunny. Solar did claim that series over Bunny in the end. It was also this was a more dynamic and more aggressive Bunny here, which is kind of like, it was almost like Bunny was playing the way that we assumed Clem would have played. But Bunny was not quite as successful here. He did take a map, but did not take the series, as Solo was able to claim that in the end. And then we have MaxPax with a 3-0 over a Classic, a very short series, nothing but one-base all-ins. And not just nothing but one-base all-ins, it was the same build. It was Proxy Robo, 3-gate setup, no Immortals, just pure Stalkers. So the same build 3 games in a row from Classic, did barely fail each time. GG. GG, well played. With that, we have our semifinals ready. We have Hero, Rogue, Solar, and MaxPax. Best of 7s all around. And we're going to be wrapping up this tournament in 2 days' time. We just now finished day 1 of the playoffs. Day 2 of the playoffs is going to be in 2 days. Actually, I got you covered here with our schedule. Bam, there you go. We just wrapped up with our Tuesday evening broadcast of the Rex April Madness. You can see here on the schedule we have the Wednesday morning broadcast up next. That's going to be at 7:30 a.m. KST. That'll be at 8:30 a.m. AEST. That'll be in 8.5 hours. 8 hours. In 8 hours time, we're going to be live with Code for Giants Cup. We have the podcast thereafter, Wednesday evening. We have Total Tussle Thursday morning, and we have the final day of the Rex April Madness Thursday evening. Here we go. That is going to be, of course, the conclusion of this tournament Thursday evening. Likewise, we have StarCraft Evolution League on Friday, and on Saturday we have some Fiber Cup playoffs on Saturday. We have Kung Fu Cup, we have STC, we have plenty of content to cast today every single day. someone mentioned earlier in the chat, of course, that I have been streaming a lot more recently as well. Yes, I've streamed 3 days in a row, I think. I don't often stream. I don't often have time to stream. Partly because of this, like, I'm very fatigued. I usually nap in between casts. I usually sleep for like a couple of hours, but recently I haven't been sleeping. I have been streaming and laddering instead because I'm trying to get back into shape for a potential show match. So trying to get back in shape, and it's been fun, don't get me wrong, but also very tiring. gonna pass the hell out, Bobby. Gonna pass the hell out. So if you are curious to tune into my ladder escapades in recent times, you can follow me on my own personal channel. I do not stream too regularly, but recently I have been trying to ladder on a daily basis. I should be able to ladder tomorrow after Code for Giants Cup. Usually it's after the cast. After the morning cast is when I've been laddering, and I only ever ladder on stream. I've never actually laddered off of stream, maybe like once. It's just not really a common thing. But yes, that is going to be available if you're interested. Otherwise, plenty of content here. Again, we cast more than any other channel out there. We are live twice a day, every single day. This week we have half a day off. That is usually the minimum that we're looking for, is half a day off. Technically I could cast twice a day, every single day, but we want to slow things down a little bit. You know, we want to have some time to ourselves Friday evening. But yeah, with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. And we'll see you guys most likely later on tonight here, or later on this morning for Code for Giants Cup. Let's go. Just catching up. Just catching up. What may be aim, papi? Thanks for the cast. Thank you. Badge time. But yeah, with that, thanks for watching, thanks for support. We're going to be heading off here for the time being. I should be casting Code for Giants Cup in the morning, but I might end up sleeping in. We'll see. I shouldn't, but there's a possibility of that happening. Regardless, we should be okay. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for some more StarCraft. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid who is live at the moment. Who is streaming. I see Lamber. True, I see Lamber. He is live. I think I saw Harstem as well. Who else is streaming? Oh, Miguelito. And Mr. Sadzak. There's a lot of people, actually. A lot of people live today. Do I see anyone else? You got options. We'll find someone. So with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for some more StarCraft action. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego. Also, if you want to support us, I haven't mentioned this in quite some time. Patreon, exclamation mark Patreon in the chat. You can help fund our tournaments. 100% of the money on Patreon goes towards the players, by the way, and that does help fund our regular weekly and monthly tournaments. So Patreon is a place to be. If you want to help support StarCraft, you can support us there via Patreon. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow for some more StarCraft. Until then, hasta luego, ciao, papi, ciao, hasta luego.